To the lighter side of RC After Dark, episode 57. Fantastic. Look at that. It's already working. Hopefully the voice stuff is working. We've got a new phone. So there we go. So just shoot me a message on the screen. Let me know that everything's working fine, doing its thing. Here we go. We got Russell McRusselson in the house. Ward. And Cinder. Oh, Cinder wants to leave. All right, guys, loud and clear. Perfect. That is wonderful. That means new phone is working as it should. Go. Get in there. All right, welcome everybody to the first live of February. And you channel members, you guys are getting quite the treat with all the videos, I must say. We are so far ahead on videos, it is amazing. I think this past week we had 5 or 6 videos uploaded in advance to YouTube. So channel members, they've already seen this thing. Channel members have already seen the entire beam build series. The Aries Mini video came out. You're enjoying the additional content. Yeah, I have quite the list for today to talk about. Obviously, we've got the big F4 Phantom, which is underway. The Aries Mini is almost done. It'll be done tomorrow. We'll take a look at that as well, too. We've got the P47 in the background. As soon as these two are done, P47 starting, and the Super Cobra, I think it's called a Super Cobra, in about a month and a half. So that's good, makes me feel better. And the first episode of the large F4 Phantom was good. Got all of our servos in stock that we're replacing. So that's the next step with the F4 Phantom. So lots of cool things happening. Let's see here. I'm just looking at the board. I probably shouldn't have wrote that in green because I can barely see it. All right, so the Aries XL and the beam are delivered. So the beam videos aren't done yet, but the owner, David, he has his beam already, and he's already done the maiden on the beam. We do have the maiden video coming up soon as well. And the Aries XL, we will be videoing that in person for the maiden very soon as well. Really looking forward to that. And we'll get hopefully some follow-up flights on it as well too. And that's going to be quite the treat. So we talked about the P47 and the Super Cobra. My 2.8 Lancer is en route. And en route being like it should be here soon. I was expecting it this week. Didn't get a phone call, so hopefully next week we'll see, fingers crossed. But looking forward to that. We'll obviously do the unboxing and the build series on it. The Falcon 2.4, that should be here near the end of February. It should be ready to ship here quite quickly. And, oh,
no turbine band?
Chad, if you're watching and you're on here, you're missing out. I'm quite sad that you're not here because the T1 F22 is here and we've all seen it and you haven't. So sucks to be you, wherever you are. So we've got the T1 F22 here. It's already unboxed. It's in storage right now. We've got another F15 XXL. We've got another Skymaster A10. So lots of cool stuff coming up. I'll talk a little bit about what the plans are with those videos. And our build list is massive. Every time we cross some planes off, another one just goes or another 2 go back on. So thank you for that as well too. Yeah, so that's all the stuff that I had written down. If you guys have any questions as we go through this live tonight, let me know. And we will try our best to answer them. A couple cool things. What am I thinking about here? Yeah, so a couple cool things. During the beam videos, I think the beam video is the first one that we talked about it. But the lights that we have for sale on our website, these work lights, have been well received. So I think we've only got 4 or 5 left in stock. We have another order of them coming as well too. I love this thing. It is so handy. It has been amazing. So during the Aries build, we've just got it clamped on the fly right stand here, and it's awesome. So often we have this thing on for the entire day, and I just plug it in overnight and it just keeps going and going. So thank you, Joe, for creating this thing. It is amazing. These are available on our website. Like I said, I think there's only 4, maybe 5 left in the inventory. And what else? Oh, the spool. Sorry, guys, I'm gonna make you all shaky here. The spool holder from Flyrite RC. So Ben came up with this design, and I'm missing my end cap. I printed them. I just haven't took it out of the printer yet. But this is for our power box wire to go on, or anything really. So super handy if you have a Flyrite stand, clips right on, obviously movable, and I can put my spool of wire on here, and as I'm wiring planes, it just makes that incredibly easy. So, and he also has the various bins here as well too, that clip right on the Flyrite stand. So it's quickly becoming my favorite shop stand, and absolutely loving it. The RC Aerolifter, another outstanding addition to the shop. It is so handy having all these different devices. It is great. So absolutely loving it.
Question.
Yes.
Somebody wants to know how the turbo ban went.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
That is on the list. Thank you, Ward, for bringing that up.
What, Mr. MLT 67 brought it up.
So thank you for asking. So the turbine ban at Glacier RC. I'm actually very surprised. So a week ago yesterday, no, I guess a week ago today, we got the results via email, and the members voted to not ban turbine aircraft. I am shocked, actually very shocked.
That is shocking.
So we got the email that the turbine ban is not happening. Members voted against it, or the majority voted to keep turbines active at the field, which is great. We have to form a committee, which I think there's 3 volunteers and then another fellow that joined the committee, just to come up with some ideas. And I'm on the committee as well too, just to come up with some ideas on making sure everything jives at the field. So very happy that that happened. I would like, so Chris Kaiser from, somewhere in Montana, Billings, Montana. Chris Kaiser, he offered to be the contest director if he wanted to do an event at Glacier RC. So I'm going to chat with the membership and see if that's a thing that everybody's on board with, because obviously the big benefit for the club is it raises money for the club. So if we have 20 people show up and everybody pays $50 and that goes towards the club, then it's quite a fundraising for the club where they make $1,000 or more or whatever. So yeah, it's a good thing. Very happy about that. I would be more happy if Anthony, the president, doesn't keep doing this every year. Like, it should be done with now, in my opinion. But that's my opinion.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, it would be very nice. So we recorded a podcast yesterday as well too, and I went off a little bit on a tangent talking about that stuff. So
No, say something.
yeah, I'm just not holding back anymore. Honestly, I don't care. If somebody's listening and they're offended, that sucks to be you. So yeah, that's the update on the club.
Okay, somebody asked, why are you swapping the McGregor servos out of the F4?
Good question.
Daniel Holmes.
Daniel Holmes, why are we swapping the McGregor servos out of the F4? I do touch on this during the first video. Ultimately, there's kind of 2 reasons. Number 1, the owner of the plane wants to swap the servos, and it's his choice to swap the servos. And if that's what he wants to do, that's what he's paying me to do. So we're not swapping all the servos. There's 28 functions on that plane. During the first video, I went through and we labeled everything. So there's 28 functions needed on that plane. And there's, I don't know how many servos, like let's just say, I think there's 20 something servos on the plane, because there's a bunch like leading edge, there's 8 servos, but 4 leading edge ports just on the leading edge. So, but we're only swapping out 10 servos. So that's the first reason. The second reason is I and the owner of this plane, David, we've never used McGregor servos. And if you're going to use something new, this isn't the plane to test a new product on. Whether everybody else uses them as well too, it's totally cool. But it's just a choice, that's all. But there's a bunch of the McGregor servos that we're keeping. So hopefully that answers your question in a politically correct manner.
You could probably sell them to the guys in the UK.
They're already sold, actually. So
You say hello to
they're nice servos. Like I've been happy with them while I was testing them and pulling them out and stuff. They're nice. So no issues with them at all. It's just not, yeah, like if you're using a new servo, it's not something to try it out on. So
Edgardo says hi, long time no see.
howdy, Joe, thank you. I'm just working through the comments here. Yeah. This past week.
It's 13 today.
Yeah, so 13 today. So we are, that's like 60 degrees, I think, ish.
We've been bouncing around like,
Yeah.
like 6 or 7.
It's crazy.
It goes cool at night though.
Yeah, night is cool, but during the day it's awesome. So all right, so I'll take you guys through some stuff here. Oh, congratulations, Corey, if you're watching. Corey is the proud new owner of my Picaro, or it's not my Picaro anymore, but that's now Corey's. So congratulations. That's good. Yes, Joe, I like my just for fun thing right there. It's being functionally used right now to hold Nez and the little thing. T33 hanging out right there. I'll show you guys the board before we look at the you have 2 work tables planned. Yes, David, plans. So there's our list for the live. All right, guys, so making some good headway. The F4 is not on this list anymore because it's in progress. The Aries Mini is not on this list anymore. It just helps me feel better, like we're making progress. So the next 2 planes on the list that are going to get done, all these red ones need to be done for the end of March. Well, 3rd week in March to go to Tucson for the event. So next ones on the list are the P47 and the Super Cobra. Then we are going to work on kind of a few different ones here. So we're going to work on the Lancer, assuming that it shows up. We're going to work on the Falcon. We may be working on this one, but we won't say that out loud, even though you guys can see it. And then the T33. So plan is to have those done for mid-March. I feel like we're making some good progress, but it's a big list still. So great list here. So we've got the T1 F22 that just arrived, F15 XXL, A10 normal. We also have a large Futura here now as well too. But yeah, there's the list. It's a big one. Oh, David, are you sure you want me to put a red star? What if
Well, he sees you have 2 tables empty.
what if that guy that starts with a D sees this live? I don't know if he's going to watch the live. He doesn't watch my videos, so yes. We do have another Aries large coming as well too. That's on the queue. So can we get a sneak peek of the T1 F22? Next time. Next time. We'll take a look at it. It's going to be a while before we start the T1 F22 because we've got that big list to get done beforehand. So let's take a look at the stuff in progress here. Okay, so we'll look at the F4. So obviously we've started this thing. It's separated. So we've got the front fuselage there, the back or mid fuselage here. The tail section's up top. The surfaces are right there. And basically, the first video, we kind of just go through a bunch of stuff, organizing and coming up with a plan. Here's all of our wire leads that go to all the different devices. I did relabel all those. But a lot of the video was just kind of familiarizing ourselves with everything, figuring out what servos we were going to take out and switch, order the servos, get them figured out, and come up with a good game plan. So that was video 1. We do have the servos here now. So tomorrow when we finish the Aries Mini, we'll hop back on the F4. Looking at everything, I don't want to jinx it, but I don't think it's going to be crazy long to finish the F4. The mechanics of how CARF did everything is just amazing. We do have all of our 10 servos on the primary surfaces that we're switching out. The access in the wing is really good. And you'll see that in the first video too. When you open up the air brake, you have access to the flap, air brake, aileron servo, very well. It's all right there. So very good access. So that's good. And we've got everything else in stock for the F4. So that is fantastic.
Servos are recommended, right? For
Hmm?
You said last time.
Yeah.
The MKS.
Yeah. So we're going with MKS 599s for basically all of the wing stuff. And then for the nose steering and elevator servos, we're doing the 3850s, which are just higher power. So the 599s are very similar to the McGregors that we're taking out. And the 3850s are 8mm spline output shaft and a little bit more power as well too. So the reason for the nose steering is because there's a lot of weight on this plane on the nose, just like what we do on the SU-30.
And curiosity, how much fuel the F4 can carry?
Oh, good question. So these tanks, this is the standard CARF. Like I think it's their Viper tank. So I think this is like a 5.5 liter tank is what this is. Now it could be a custom one for this F4 Phantom, but you've got 2 of those tanks in there. The other one is right behind the front one. So right there. Yeah, so I'm suspecting it's probably just an initial guess here, probably 10 to 12 liters of fuel is what it's going to be. Now with the Chikoi 240s, that is a ridiculous amount of fuel for the Chikoi 240s that are going in there. Like in the BDX, we've got a 4-liter bladder in Stacy's BDX, and you're using about 3 liters per flight for a full 240 flight. So it's a very efficient engine. So yeah, so T33's up there. We do have the engine that arrived as well. So the engine for the T33 is the exact same engine we just got for the Aries Mini. So it's a Chikoi X99. Oh, sorry, X95. Hint, hint. But the Mini's coming along nicely. So what did we finish today? Finished the vectored nozzle, the pipes in, turbines in, servos are in for the vectored nozzle. David, shh, don't tell anybody. The vector's amazing, so worked out very well. Pretty much the same type of setup as the large and the XL. A bit of fiddling to get this rear section all figured out, but it is awesome. The Chaw servos we used on the tail section here are, I mean, they're just like, there's nothing. It's crazy. So, sorry, I'm not allowed to spill any more beans. I got to keep my mouth quiet. Good thing there's not a lot of people that watch the lives. So yeah, the Chikoi X95 is in there. And we just got the fuel bag mounted, front gears mounted. Just before we started the live, we put our gyro plate in. So that's where our Cortex is going to go. And yeah, the Aries is, the Mini's coming along nicely. So the wings are right here. The wings turned out very nice. They're a cool setup. You'll see in the first video that we planned on using CHA 150 servos in here, but they just don't fit in these pockets. They're too deep of a servo, deep of a servo. So we had to go with MKS 747s here. So a little bit less power, great servo still, and this turned out very nice as well too. So happy with that. But overall, very nice, nice setup. And the other cool thing about the Aries Mini is you can use the flaps like a full span aileron as well too. So pretty cool setup.
Somebody was asking about you using any fuel bags on upcoming large scale aircraft. I'm guessing like maybe like the Corsair, that's the only like large scale.
Yeah.
Or the Thunderbolt that you have there.
So any future plans to use fuel bags on any of the upcoming large scale aircraft? Good question.
That is.
Like the last one we did was the F100 from CARF, and it turned out very nice. The downside is a lot of these planes, like the F4 Phantom as an example, everything just fits so perfectly in, this is really weird, in that space right there, that it just doesn't make sense to switch it because we're not trying to achieve any weight limits or anything like that. So maybe, good question though. It'd be cool to use one on the Corsair.
Yeah, it would be.
On a gasser, you can only use them if you have a fuel pump, which we're using a fuel pump on there. So that's kind of a good idea. Let's see here. Yeah, so F4 Phantom. Here's all of our stuff. So there's our servos that we've got going in there. So the 3850s for the tail surfaces and nose, and then 599s everywhere else. So yeah, that's the F4 Phantom. And still absolutely love every time I come out into the shop.
Really nice to sit in there.
Oh my gosh, I love that thing so much. It's so beautiful.
It still will look better in the air.
It looks better with the wings on too. When we had it sitting over on the stand there for a month at Christmas time, oh my gosh. Such a nice plane. Got to get this thing out of the way. Yeah, it is gorgeous. So cool. Very nice. All right, so that's all the new stuff. I
RC
think.
Flyer asked the question.
Open for questions.
Yeah, open for
Which
questions.
would you recommend for a twin 76cc gas engine for RPM telemetry? The Jetty magnetic Hall effect or the Opto MRPM?
I can answer that one. I've used that. I use the optical. The optical works really well. And you can also go in there and change from a 2-blade to a 3-blade.
Yeah, so
Works really
good
well.
answer. I don't know if you guys could hear that because Russell doesn't have a mic, but good question. So Russell said the optical sensor.
Optical sensor.
That's
I've
what
used them.
we've used on.
Yeah, you've used them too.
I can't remember which planes we've used them on, but both actually work really well. So if you have a magnet, which you probably do on the front part of the engine, I think on the Strega, which we use the Colm 230 engine, I think I used the magnet version because it already had a magnet on the back plate of the spinner kind of thing. So that was easy to mount, but yeah, the optical sensor is
As
easy.
long as you have a clear line through the ducting to see the blade.
You know what I put it on? I put it on my yak. Remember that?
That's
my
right.
prop thing. Yeah. So I had an optical sensor. That's what I put it on. It worked really well.
A little goop goes a long way for
Yeah.
these.
And then like Russell said, you go in there and you can change what blades and all that stuff that you have. So
in the configuration.
Also said, since David is here, any news about his Super Bandit? Hello, David. That's from
David said both Super Bandits are doing well. Yes, they are.
okay.
Yes, they are. I know they're flying very fast.
They're resting in the cave.
Yeah. When they come out for a spin, they like to go very fast. 199.9.
And then a nice wipe down, put the horse in the
Except when they come up to Canada, then they do 280 miles an hour because we don't have speed limits here. So
don't have speed limits.
yeah.
RC Flyer says, thank you, Russell.
Yeah. No problem.
David said hello,
John.
Ord.
Hello. And of course, again, where's the Spitfire?
What?
Where's the Spitfire?
It's been sitting there so long, and now it's gone.
I know, now that the Spitfire's gone, that light coming down is just like amazing. It's very bright.
But you're not
So,
answering where's the Spitfire.
the Spitfire's with Joe. So the Spitfire is with Joe, and he is going to take a look at, who asked that question?
Slough
Oh.
7?
Good eye. So Joe's going to take a look at it and see if it's worth getting ready to fly. So it came with the sale. It came with a DLE 50cc engine, and the engine's garbage. It's not worth fixing. So I don't know if I want to buy a new engine for it. If I do, it's like whatever. I don't know. Let's just say $500 for a new engine. We looked at converting it to electric, and going to electric with a motor and all that stuff is going to be a fair bit of money plus the batteries. So then we started looking at the landing gear setup, and it's actually an electric landing gear setup driven by a motor.
Really?
So Joe is familiar with it. I've never seen it before, but there's a motor in the center of the wing that turns, and it uses like limit switches.
So it's like a screw then.
Yeah, it's like a screw setup, and then the gear comes down.
So basically, you're like an electron, like a screw.
But centralized.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. So as long as that works, then I may put a DLE engine in it. If anybody watching this is interested in the Spitfire, I would rather just sell it for a very good price. The engine that was on there, Joe knows what it is. He's on here, I think, as well.
The DLE 50? Yeah.
No, the engine that actually was on there. It's an old glow engine, but it's a huge glow engine.
Probably a super tagger talking about.
And it's brand new.
200 or 300, yeah.
So it kind of has a nice tuned pipe and everything for it. So, or a nice pipe, I shouldn't say tuned pipe. But anyways, I would rather just sell it because it's one of those things I don't want to drop $1,000 into it and probably never fly it. So anyways.
Strong engines. My dad had one. They're really strong.
Yeah.
But to find parts now.
Yeah.
The super tagger is, yeah.
Yeah. Jay, he said toss a GP in it.
A GP, yeah. Or even like a used DA 50. I could find one of those somewhere.
I'm just looking through.
I think Gordon Wilms has got that.
And we're also
has got a 50 kicking around.
when you expect to fly in RC in Canada.
So before that, do you need to wire or zip tie airlines? Also, what does the water separator do? So airlines, I don't like to do anything with them mechanically, but I put a little bit of this stuff on them, and only if it's a single barb airline. So, or if it's a critical joint, like the Skymaster landing gear, they're usually only a single barb on them, and I'll put this stuff on there. So it's rubberized carbon and rubber toughened CA. Yeah. So I put a bit of this on the line to nipple, and but most of the like the air cylinders, they've got a really nice barb on them. So usually I don't do that unless it comes on and off really easy.
You don't find too many leaks from there.
And Jay just emailed Jonathan about that plane. He
nice.
said he might be interested in.
Awesome. Yeah, make me an offer because I honestly, I don't know if I want to. There you go, Super Tiger 3000. Thanks, Joe.
Yeah.
It's actually, and it's a really nice plane. It's done very well. It's got some really crazy old Futaba, like the servos they're bigger than the biggest servo we have. You know what they are, right? They're huge. So I was thinking maybe if we get it flying, we'd put new servos in it, but it's a really nice looking plane. It's done very well too. So, oops.
Where are you delivering to Tucson Jets?
But Jets.
Are you delivering to Tucson?
So when do you expect to start flying RC in Canada? I assume the weather is still cold. It's not too cold. The problem is,
you guys are flying at the field today.
Yeah, but our field that I normally fly at, which is 2 hours north, there's still a ton of snow there. So we don't have any snow right now, but you go 2 hours north where they don't get as warm weather, and we don't have any. There's still lots of snow on our field.
We get Chinooks here, which makes it really nice.
Yeah.
And that's what we've been having the last week.
Yes.
Chinooks.
Yeah.
My boys have been dealing with the migraines.
Yeah, it'll get cold again though, so don't worry about that.
We're all anticipating.
Yeah, it's definitely not spring here, that's for sure.
I'm just saying, don't get cold until after I'm gone. Then it can
So-
go down to 40 below.
We go to Tucson at the end of March. I usually fly more at Tucson than I do like the rest of the year locally. And then when I come back home, usually we've got a big gap there where we may not be able to fly until May-ish. Yeah, so
April if it's nice.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's kind of crappy, but
It is what it is. Wish you,
DA forever.
GA forever, that's for sure.
What jets are you delivering to Tucson this year? The big one is the F4. So that's kind of the big showpiece that's going there. Probably needs a new flux capacitor in the Spitfire. So
Put some beer in there, some garbage. And close it up.
onboard compressor, I don't use a water separator anymore. We used to, and I just found that the water separator caused more issues because it would get plugged very quickly and it would restrict flow. So now all we do is we run a piece of about 8 to 12 inches, depending on the installation, of Teflon line, Teflon 4mm line. There is a one-way Festo valve that gets installed to that, so a 4mm one-way Festo valve. V-Speak says, or Volker says, you don't need to put that on there, but we've had better luck with the one-way valve. And then after that, we do another piece of 4mm line that goes to a 4 to 3 reducer, and then we go from 3mm Festo and tie into the system. That's all we use, and it works very well. So no water separators.
We're dry up here. Like, we're really dry.
Well, I gotta say, I've been flying my FPV drone, and it is so much fun. I'm having a blast with that thing. It's awesome. I mean, I can fly it right outside. That's why. And I've actually been, so it goes 60 miles an hour. It goes faster, but in the mode I fly it in, it's 60 miles an hour. And I rip it around my house, around my property. And I got the new controller. It's like a joystick. So it's like you're flying a jet, right?
Oh, really?
And on your goggles, it's got a little dot. So wherever you point the dot, it goes. And it's got a throttle trigger.
Wow.
It is so much fun. So I'll be ripping around my property, and I'm not like 20 feet above the ground. I'm 4 feet above the ground. So when I go around the house, I go down the road behind the house. So I'm trying to keep it at 4 feet the whole time, right? It's so much fun. It's awesome. I'm loving it.
Remote control.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Where are the rodents? No rodents. Where are the dogs?
Skis are a thing, they are. Sheldon said, I wanted to pass on my newbie mistake. The Jetty function assignment menu has a spot for trims. Noobs might not know to use those. Yes. Oops, I keep pushing that button. There's also, I think, Wednesday. Wednesday's video, if you're not a member, Wednesday's video is a long one. It is setting up an aircraft from blank with Jetty. So by the end of that video, it's very fast paced. So I'm not slow like some people that make Jetty videos. It's very fast paced. So you're going to be using the pause button a lot, or your rewind button. But if you follow along in the video, at the end of that video, you will have a default model that you can copy and make other models from. So I think it's going to be a very helpful video for anybody that's fairly new on Jetty, or you want to see how we set things up.
Or us old guys who forget.
Exactly. That too. Sorry, I might have just pushed report on somebody. Or remove. Oops. Hopefully that didn't work.
Major RC flying show.
Yeah, the Mini Aries is pretty cool. It's a really nice plane. It's very nice, very well built. I think it's going to be very light. All There we go.
So RC Flyer says there's no snow.
Yeah.
In my
I was down in mid US last week, and the drive was amazing. Like as soon as we left here, it was snowing here, and I think it was last week, maybe the week before. And when we got south of the border, basically it was beautiful. So
how
no
was
snow.
last February.
No. How's the Carvera machine doing? I haven't used it much. The last thing I did with it was some tank mounts. I need to start using it more. I bought a whole bunch of, not bits, they're called something else. Tools, maybe. I bought a whole bunch of tools for them. And so I've got a lot more options now. So there are some things that I want to do with it, but all my focus right now is going towards the planes that need to get done for Tucson.
So here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
How did you cut these out so nicely?
Carvera Makera,
Oh my god.
the CNC machine. Yeah, that's
like-
exactly it.
Like 8-ply.
Oh, this is like 3/8 aircraft ply.
I know.
It's
That's-
beautiful.
I was like,
And
how did you do it?
the
There's no-
holes, like the 8mm holes, are perfectly 8mm. It's amazing. It's a
I
great
was like,
machine.
wow.
So yeah, that was done on that. It's nice.
Like,
Does a very good job.
Yeah, very
that's
good job.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it does a very good job.
Yeah, Ben, the Take It Vertical Ben, the Jetty video is going to be a good one, I think. So
I'll get the popcorn and the drink ready for that one.
it was actually a good thing for me because it's been years since I have set up a model from scratch. Because I have a default model, we just copy it, which has all of that stuff already done, and we just make the plane off that. So it's
You've been
great.
doing that for like the last 2 or 3
Yeah.
years. Yeah.
Exactly.
Somebody asked, D. Kaiser asked, how do you learn a turbine when you have twins?
Twin turbines?
Yeah.
You can do them. So normally you just have one throttle channel. There's no reason to have two because there's no adjustments you're doing. So generally you would set up one function, which is throttle or turbine or whatever you want to call it. On Jetty, you would have that one throttle channel going to 2 ports, or you can use a Y cable, but we like to have 2 ports. And then you would just program them both at the same time. You can do them at different times as well too, and you just have to be quick or not plug a battery into the first one that you've programmed. So it's pretty easy. If you're doing them both at the same time, you just do them both at the same time. If you do one and then you want to do the other one, you just be real quick because the first one will start up. So there are lots of different ways to do it. Dun dun dun.
Is them have to, because you're freezing a little bit, like the frame rate's freezing up there when you're moving and stuff.
Yeah.
Just like there's a lag in the.
It's been all through.
Really?
Yeah. I especially see it on my phone.
Are you hooked up to Wi-Fi? Are you on
I'm
cell?
on my own data.
Yeah, that's maybe why.
Yeah, other people have said it's happened to them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It says it's buffering. That's where they.
Yeah, it's a buffering issue. It's just
Yeah.
like all of a sudden someone.
Bodyworks asks, is the Carvera laser or CNC? It's CNC or a tool machine. It does have a laser
Capabilities.
I think it's got a laser. I don't use the laser, but it's a very low powered laser as well too.
Because I thought that was like laser.
Oh.
Because I was like looking and I'm like, oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, David said the new phone has too high of a resolution.
Yeah.
That could be a reason why.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're probably at like 17 something or another, like a 4K.
Joe's making deals.
Oh,
Swinging deep.
on our time, we get 10%.
Hey Todd, if you're making the switch from Spectrum to Jetty, look forward to it. It's really not that complicated. If you watch Wednesday's video coming up about that default model, it will have so much of that stuff already done for you, and it'll make your life much easier. So yeah, I can see the buffering. I wonder if I can select that.
It's like speeds up, then
Oops.
Be
And
careful.
it doesn't go like stagger, and then go.
Yeah, it's just-
it just kind of holds, and then it's like a frame loss in the
Yeah.
transmission of
Yeah.
radio. All of a sudden, no signal. Oh, there's a signal.
Yeah, it's just too high. You
It's
have to
like,
set it
how
up
far
after.
did the airplane go before?
Yeah, I
the
probably have to
second
play with it after.
Yeah. I'll say play with it after. You don't want to lose the live yet.
Yeah, exactly.
You still got 20 minutes you got to play with.
Yeah, a lot of good questions coming in.
Yeah, amazing.
This is good, guys.
Oh, the I'll show you something fun.
Yeah. Getting the book up.
So
We're always there for fun stuff. He's digging.
so here is hello.
That's why.
So here is the F4 Phantom function list. So this is organized, basically we're putting a central box 310 in here and a 210. So that's why we have two different sections. But here is all of the functions for the aircraft. It's pretty mind-blowing what's going on in here. So it's very cool. It's very wild. So yeah, there's a lot going on that plane. And especially with the slats, as I mentioned. So the slats have 8 servos. Each servo pair is wired together. So CARF has mechanically set up those servos. So you have one servo lead operating your outboard slats, leading edge, one servo lead operating your inboard on one wing, same thing on the other wing. So yeah, it's pretty cool setup. It's wild. So
And to get in there and change that, it looks
Oh.
like it'd be a nightmare.
yeah, and that's
It's so small. The area is so thin.
yeah, and your pocket size and everything is so small. That's why we opted just to keep those servos in place. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Leave sleeping dog sleep.
Yeah, you're asked, wants to know if it's kind of early, but do you have it in your busy agenda to visit Texas?
Turbines and tumbleweeds, absolutely. We will be there at the end of September for turbines and tumbleweeds. Beyond that, we won't be visiting Texas because it's a long arse drive to Texas, just like it is going to Tucson. But yeah, we will be at turbines and tumbleweeds. So looking forward to that event as well. It was fantastic. So yes. All right. I'm Spectrum since DX7. Me too. Had tremendous success with it, but if I ever transition, it'll be Jetty. I just really wish they had better ergonomics for the thumb flyers. That's all I fly too. Works well.
I don't pinch. Some people pinch,
Mm-hmm.
or they fly like this, and then the finger in the front of it. No.
I think if you did make that switch, once you had a couple flights on it, like that's all it took me. I did, when I got my first Jetty, I put it on a foamy, I flew it a couple times, went back to my JR 28, whatever it was called, 28X or something like that. And that radio felt funny at that point. So yeah, so it was, didn't take long to make the transition. So do it. Do it.
Do it. Yeah.
Do it. I need to wait till the snow melts in Texas. I sure hope so.
Yeah, they got snow.
Yeah, the other thing for
We got
thumbs
this all the time.
on Jetty is if you get the Radio Master sticks,
Yes.
I think these are called the sticky sticks or something.
And you
but-
put those on.
Yeah, they're like, and even if you're a pincher,
Yes.
the sides here are like crazy grippy, and then the tops are
Like
very
barbs.
grippy. Yeah, it's very nice. So
Really nice.
it's a nice thing to switch.
I bought a couple. They're great.
Yeah.
I mean, and you can color match to your transmitter just about.
That's
I mean,
a cool part too.
yeah. Bleeding you out.
Exactly. Oh, look at everybody's like thumbs.
Klaus is like, thumbs.
Sticky 360s. There you go. That's exactly it. Cool. Well, if you guys have any further questions, ask now. We're going to start winding things down. If there's no questions, we've talked about all the cool stuff. Oh, we do have another Corsair coming as well. So we'll be doing both Corsairs at the same time.
Same schemes?
The Corsair that's coming is pre-done in the scheme that I'm doing mine in. So
Okay.
it actually worked out very well because I had planned that scheme in advance. Stacy ordered his Corsair. It's the same scheme I'm doing, so I'll be able to copy that scheme as well. So yeah, we're going to be doing both those Corsairs at the same time.
That's gonna be nice.
Mine, of course, has the Moki, and Stacy's will have the Fiala
Yeah.
radial engine, which will be cool to see as well too. So my goal is to get the Corsair done this year and at least have a few flights done on it for 2026.
That's if
So,
David will let you. He'll just throw more planes at you.
well, it's not David, it's everybody, man.
I know.
It's
Everybody's throwing pit.
yeah.
Extra tables here empty.
We just got to get it scheduled in. That's all. So
You got 3 tables that are empty. You need planes.
more build, less talk. Exactly. Exactly. All right. So next time we do the live, I have to remember to reduce the resolution on my camera, maybe, or something like that. I don't know.
Right thumb left.
I don't know.
It's right.
All right.
Left.
Well, guys, we're going to wrap things up then. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning into the live. Next live will be 2 weeks from today. I think that works out. The goal, let's set some goals. Yes, I do need a bigger shop. That's always something we need here.
That's always a dream.
So let's set some goals. 2 weeks from today, the Aries will be done. The F4 Phantom will be done. There will be another Aries Large here. The P47 will be
In the queue to get going.
started, 25% complete. And
Wow, that's a lot in 2 weeks.
the 2.8 Lancer will be here and be unboxed. That's the goals for 2 weeks from today. Because 2 weeks from today, we don't have much time left before we leave for Tucson, so we need to get our butts in gear. More build, less talk. Thanks for watching, guys.
Klaus has a question.
Yes.
Dual path versus clone?
You use whatever you want. They both work amazing. We use clone on our stuff. If you use dual path, it works just as well. The downside with using dual path is dual path, you'll get more blips in your telemetry. When you use default, whether you're using a clone or not, you're actually using default. So if you use default, you'll get 0 to less blips in your telemetry. If you use dual path and you have your telemetry open on your transmitter, you'll see it flash and then come back solid, and then flash and then come back solid. And that's because it's just switching between receivers.
He also wants to know, do you lose servos?
Hmm?
He said, if you use dual path and one receiver goes out, do you lose servos?
No, if you're using like a central box and you have both receivers going into the central box, then it's passing all of the stuff into the central box. If you're using a Rex 12 and that's how you're setting the plane up, I wouldn't do dual path.
No.
With that. I would do default, and I would do the Rex 12. If you want to add a clone, and then do a 900 on it. That's the best way to do it. So.
And one person asked, do you sell the onboard air compressor?
We don't. We can. We don't have any in stock right now. If you need one and you're located in the US, the best place to get it is going to be AeroPanda. I will bring some in every once in a while for our own scale projects, but it actually costs me money to bring those in and list them. So with the very small discount I get and the shipping cost to get it here, if I'm matching AeroPanda's price as an example, I pay money to have it listed on my website. So that's why I don't do that. I bring them in for my own personal projects or own client projects, basically. So
All right, that's about it.
awesome. Thanks, guys. Take care. We'll see you in 2 weeks.